Kathleen! Take
Hey!
two, Kathleen.
Hiya!
Ah, it is so good to see you. It's so good
And
to see
you!
you.
You look
I
gorgeous.
uh, I'm just totally buzzing about this screen behind me because I haven't seen you for a while, and I just so excited about your new YouTube channel, your live Talking Blues TV, because this is one of many things. As an independent creative, independent musician, and you are a constant inspiration, doing all sorts of things, and I do not say that lightly. So tell us all about this. We've had one take of this already, and I didn't press record, so that's all in the spirit of learning and doing things. And so this time I'd like to hear, we decided that we were going to focus first because you do so many things and also brilliantly and interesting. Tell us about this show on YouTube.
Well, the show is, like you said, Live Talking Blues TV. And it's basically a one-stop shop for all things blues. I mean, if you're a blues promoter, blues singer, you photograph blues artists, you cook blues food. It's all the umbrella of blues, which is, excuse me, I keep losing it. Mm.
Take your time.
All things blues. It's probably the sparkling water doesn't help. All things blues. So it's on the umbrella of blues, blues rock, blues rockabilly, and traditional blues. And it's basically one-stop shop for people who are doing blues projects. Basically, if you're a blues artist and you're performing, you come to the show and you let them know where you're going to be, what you're doing. So it's just connecting people in the industry. It's something I thought about during the lockdown, during having COVID. I was just laying there. I couldn't do anything. And literally couldn't do anything.
Oh no.
Couldn't eat. And if you did eat something, you couldn't taste it. It was
I
awful.
know. I had that
Oh
as well,
God.
and it was just it was so well. Yeah, that I think the taste and the smell must have been the worst side effect. Well, it was just not great, was it? So you put that, and the fact that you turned that around, and that this idea came to you at that time is fantastic and really impressive, because at that time I remember eating a load of comfort food and chilling out on the sofa and not
Well, that's
and
what
not
I was
thinking,
doing.
what could I do while I'm feeling really ill with COVID? Oh, I know, I'll create a brilliant live talking blues TV show.
Because it was just something that came to my mind, and then it's something I could not do. It's like I was driven. It's weird. I just could not put it down. Like I'll have to get a thingy in a minute.
Okay, all
I
right.
could not put it down. I've got a little throaty. I got a vocal zone somewhere.
Okay, we can pause
You
recording if you
introduced
need
me to
to.
vocal zones.
Oh yeah, I know, because that was way back when you were probably starting your gigs. Because of course, not only are you a presenter, but you have, is it two albums with a third on the way?
I've got,
You're a
well, with
brilliant
Cat and
singer.
Co. We've done three albums. No, two albums with Cat and Co. Was it two? I Cat the Blues, yeah, Blues. Yeah, we've done two albums with Cat and Co. And then we took Cat and Co. and made the sound, because Cat and Co.'s quite contemporary blues, and we weren't getting sort of attention that we thought we deserved. In two, we thought great
They're
albums.
brilliant albums. They
So
are.
yeah, and so, but the blues community were more traditionalists. So we decided to turn Cat and Co. into Cat Pearson project and focus more on Cat Pearson and make that more traditional. So the first album, which is my first solo album called My Roots, that was more traditional, focusing straight on the singer Cat Pearson as opposed to a band, as it were, you know. And so we're writing the second solo album now,
Oh,
Francesco and I.
okay. Was that so? Did you say that was the process? Was that My Roots was the first album you both did together, and then you did a Cat and Co, and then you're going back to, not
No,
quite. No.
the first album was called I Cat the Blues. And
Yeah, I remember.
that was Cat and Co.
Yeah. Okay.
You were on that album. You came in
Yes,
and
I
graciously
know.
gave us your
I
backing
know.
vocals.
And in
I'll
fact,
make it rain.
I know. And on that note, let's have a listen to a bit. I have got that.
Okay, great.
Let's go from a little bit further on.
Make it rain. Oh yeah. Oh God, bring down that flood. You better make it rain. Make it rain.
That is a fantastic song. Wow.
Yeah, that's from the first album, I Got the Blues.
That is a fantastic song. I can't remember how many years ago that was, but that was the
Oh,
first
well,
album, right?
we're thinking about doing a 10-year anniversary Cat and Co.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I did not think it would be 10 years, but
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
time, in that time, you've been so productive because, as you said, you did that one and then the second one, which was I Cat the Blues. Is that right?
Blues is the new cool.
Blues is the new cool. And I remember, yeah, we'll listen to something from that soon. But I remember you saying around your blues is that you wanted to have a contemporary edge. I remember you. Can you expand more on that? Because
Well, I just thought blues could, when I first thought of Cat and Co. In Spain, I just thought blues wasn't getting the kind of radio play and attention. And I just wanted to kind of modernize it. And so when I met Francesco, he was a perfect catalyst to help me take that dream and pull it forward. And so with more like blues, blues is the new cool. That's very contemporary blues. And I'm just wishing that people can listen to these albums and see that it can grow. Like, I mean, blues has always grown. It's grown from just being a pretty much a female-led type of a genre of music.
Was it? Was it?
Oh yeah, in the 20s, 30s. I mean, you got Ma Rainey, who they just made a film of with Viola Davis.
Oh, they did? It's out?
Ma Rainey's Black Bottleneck came out, I guess, early summer,
Oh,
if not late spring.
you seen it?
And Viola Davis played Ma Rainey, and I mean, these women were very powerful in what they did.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but then it started to change, and it's changed. It's even changed from when Johnson was playing, and then it's changed from when Muddy Waters was playing. So it's always ever so, it was ever so changing. But then all of a sudden, it stopped being played on terrestrial radio. I mean, the Rolling Stones had brought it to the wider audience, if you remember, which is a song from Muddy Waters. That's why they call themselves Rolling Stones. It was a Muddy Waters song.
Okay.
And so we thought, I thought in the beginning that this could possibly grow again. It needs to keep going to stay alive.
Mm-hmm.
So the youth can always be interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
But then it seemed to not really do much. So we were trying to put our little stamp on it and not purposely, that's just the way we perceive the blues. We weren't trying to change the world with it, but we were just doing our own version of the blues.
Which is what it's about, isn't it? Having a genre and doing your own thing with it and being owning that and being and that can take a little while to establish, or it can come to you as crystal clear as starting live blues TV. Have you played your own music on it? I guess you can't really interview yourself, can you?
Well, no, we can't interview ourselves, but I can interview people that I've worked with. And also Patsy, our producer, she does for the first half hour, she does Patsy pre-show. That's what you have on the back screen. That's Patsy's pre-show. Right. And she'll include some of my work on there.
All right. So your stuff will come out there. Just give them the full screen for a minute. Just usually do that.
Yeah, your green screen is good, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, talk us through. I think, unless you said it right at the beginning, you said people are coming into town, and so they would do the interview before they come into town, usually remotely, right? And then they come in and they do their gigs at Blues Kitchen. And where are the other venues? Presumably they're venues that you played as well.
Yeah, I'll just use Blues Kitchen as an example, wherever they're playing, because we're also not talking about people from London. We're talking about people in one of our last guests, Boris Levinsky, Hot Draft Productions. He's in Russia, and he does.
Oh my goodness. What's happened here? I think we've got a bit of let's just pause recording there. I think we've got a bit of an internet thing happening.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
That's okay. I've just pressed record again. So yeah, you're telling us about the Russian blues guy. And how do you find all of these, how do you find everybody?
Well, it's because I've been in the business for quite a long time. So I use different methods. I'm speaking to other people and I'm recommended by some people. Then people find us. Hot Draft Productions, I've known about them for many years. And then someone said you should speak with Boris over in Russia. And he does what they call the British Blues Invasion.
Oh, wow. Great. I know more artists supporting artists. I love that. I love the way that works actually, which is again part of the reason why I started the Independent Creators Group, because I think it's a really nice space for different artists, of whether it's musicians, whether it's composers, whether it's photographers, whether it's I don't know, we've got a couple of producers on there to meet each other and to share ideas, and I want it to be a supportive space. And that's, the interviews, and you've done so much. You're such a brilliant example of someone being an independent creator and making things happen. The fact that you made this happen from a COVID-ridden bed is incredible. Well, it is, because it's wonderful. It seems to be really detailed, the amount of history and research that you said you've put into it as well. And then you also, in take one of this interview, you're saying, yes, I'm doing this, and then I also want to start my gigs. And then you also want to tell us about the new album and how that's happening. I guess we're out of COVID, but at the same time, there's like stuff going on where we don't know whether we can do gigs. How is that working for you?
Well, we're taking it one day at a time, pretty much. I mean, the album, we started writing the album, I guess, probably last December or something like that, even not before. And then obviously we had to take some time off and this, that, and the other. We're meeting tomorrow to start. From my roots, we had an idea about, it's almost like a biographical album about myself. There's a song on there about my dad called Cane Creek, which is actually an actual place in a place called Cane Creek, Oklahoma. And that song is about what happened, what he was doing in the 30s and 40s as a little boy. And then I actually contacted Cane Creek, and I contacted the newspaper down at Cane Creek. I said, there's a song in England written about you. And so they did an article about it, and then they put the song on the local radio as well. So that was
that's
cute.
So nice.
Put Cane Creek on the map.
Yeah,
and then I love about my mother and things like that.
Oh, you did. So when you said you wrote that's about your father, so do you want to tell us a little bit more about? Is that where he used to live? What was the?
Yeah,
more about
he was raised in a place called Cane Creek near in the county of Boynton, Oklahoma. And so it's you can visualize the place, and I'm really happy about this. We played the song live at a gig in Hastings, and the lady came up to me afterwards and she goes, "I could see it all. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted." This is someone in Hastings who's never been to America, but she can visualize this place, And I mean, it starts off like this. The lyrics go, "My daddy said, come sit next to me. I got something I want you to hear. Want to tell you a story how it used to be back when I was a kid." And then it goes on to tell him, go get the chickens and get the horses and change the horses too and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, I'll send you a copy of the album. You can find it on the website, actually. Don't worry about the CD. Just find it on the website.
Is it already up?
That song, My Roots, is out. My Roots came out. We did a tour in Italy, and then by the time we finished the album, we did a tour in Italy. When we got back from the tour in Italy, promoting the album, within 2 weeks, COVID hit.
Oh my goodness!
So kind of like the album didn't get the stage play that we wanted because we couldn't perform. So never mind. We started writing the second album now, and we had to come up with another concept for the second album, and that's what we're working on.
Yeah, I didn't find that on iTunes. Did My Roots come out on iTunes?
It should be, yeah. It's on iTunes, and well, if it's not on iTunes, it's definitely on what's the other one?
Well, it should be out on iTunes. Let me just see.
It should be. I'm sure it's on all the platforms. If not, it's on the Spotify.
Okay, all right.
It's also on YouTube.
Is it under Kathleen?
Be Kathleen Pearson, yeah. It's also, you can see it on YouTube as well, because the publishing company put a few tracks down, which I noticed.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good for you to say that here, because I don't know why that album didn't come up when I looked at it. So I've got a couple from your other albums, but that for some reason it didn't come up, which is a shame.
Okay.
And I could try and find it while we're chatting. So tell us a bit. So then you said you got one about your mother, and also tell us about the when you did the tour in Italy. How did this happen? Because again, from the point of view of the group's really interested in how and you are just a prime example of this. How you make things happen. How did the tour in Italy happen?
Well, of course, my band members are Italian. And our bass player has a few connections in Italy because he has he plays jazz, and so he has Charismatic Productions, which is like, what do you call it? Is it promoters? I think he works as a promoter as well. So he had a few connections over there, and then one thing kind of led to another, and we played at a place called the Blue Note in Milano, which was my claim to fame, is playing at the Blue Note, because that was a great gig.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. So that must have been I didn't know there was because where's the main Blue Note? Is that where is the main one?
It's in the USA, I think.
I was thinking, is it in New York or is it in Memphis? I think
it might be New York, actually.
Yeah. It is in New York.
Because there was talk about playing over there at one point, but we were supposed to go, scheduled to go back. But then, like I said, the COVID thing happened, so we're still working on trying to pull that back together.
So for some reason I can't find. It's just frustrating. So I've got some tracks from other of your albums, but it'd be nice to find. It'd be nice to find.
Go to my website. My website is katpearson.com.
Okay, perfect.
And you should be able to get everything there. And then maybe links should be there as well.
All right. So yeah, I mean, if I can't play, because is it actually streaming for free on your website?
I believe so. Yeah.
Is it?
Which I need to do that. I need to update my website, because I've done a few singles. One of the songs off the Cat & Co album has been made into a dance track. So
has it? A dance track. So how?
Yeah.
So how's that?
They remixed it.
Wait, who has? I didn't hear that bit.
His name is JJ Farrell. Sorry, I've got really scratchy throat. JJ Farrell. He's remixed Bedroom Floor of Blues is the New Cool.
Oh.
So it's not finished yet, but it sounds fantastic.
Oh, right. Okay, so we can't quite hear that yet. No? I wonder if I've got Bedroom Floor, because I don't want to spend the whole interview looking around for things, even though I really like to find it. I'm frustrated that.
Where can I find you? Where can I send you? I'll send you a message with the link here.
I've got a bit of Bedroom Floor. I've got a bit of Bedroom Floor on audio.
Play that. I'm going to get a lounger.
Yeah, you go find. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, email me the link as well. Email me the link for the other one.
It was just another day, coming back from work, standing in the doorway. I called, come kiss me, baby, I'm home. Don't you hear me? I'm home. Baby, I'm here, I'm home. I found you lying naked, dead on the bedroom floor. When I left here that morning, you sent me on my way. I never ever guessed you had planned it all that way. Why didn't you say you could take it no more? I found you lying naked, dead on the bedroom floor.
That is.
Oh, yeah.
That is.
Just wait till you hear it. It's like a club Italian
the
club
next one?
remix.
We're already on to the next one. I was still with that one. I just love it. It's such a vibe, that one. It's such a vibe. And the subject matter is pretty extreme.
It was inspired by Francesco. He told me the story. I remember, well, I think we kind of agreed to disagree on the story on how that song came about. I said it had to do with a celebrity's child had committed suicide, but he said it was from something else. I don't know. But anyway, but I put in the chat, I put my website.
Yeah, I got your website up. I was just, I found your website, but I was just trying to find, what's that glitch there? I was trying to find, I got it. Oh, Cane Creek. Which one is it then? Oh, Cane Creek. Of course it's Cane Creek. Let's put that on.
Daddy said, come sit next to me. I got something I want you to hear. Gonna tell you a story how it used to be back when I was a kid. There were some hard days, but I long for the old days down on Cane Creek.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Now bring that horse back down from the field. Let me see if I can fix his shoe. The tappings cross the muddy road.
That is,
The fireflies hanging in the night. Moths are fluttering around in the summer sky. An old Indian sitting by the flickering light.
You know, it's the scenario, isn't it?
that's a gorgeous song. It's such it's such a relaxing song, and I love that it's so integral, and it feels really very much like the blues, but it doesn't sound like a sad. The blues doesn't have to be sad, does it? I know that's simply put, but it doesn't. It sounds like a beautiful memory, right?
Well, I'm glad you played that from Cat and Co. Bedroom Floor next to that. Because that's exactly what I was talking about. One being traditional and one being contemporary. And but blues was, people perceive blues as being a sad genre of music, but in actual fact, the whole thing about blues was after you've been working your ass off in the cotton fields all day. Sorry. Saturday night, that's what you do. You go out and play some blues, and it's actually a release.
Right.
Okay. Of many emotions of suppressed people.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of complexity and a lot of self-expression. Thank you. That's brilliantly put, because it can get stereotyped and kind of minimized, and that's not what we want, is it? Absolutely not. So Kat, it's been a complete joy to interview you twice this afternoon. Just a complete joy. I'm just so totally inspired, and also buzzing about your channel and this album as well, and the fact that you're on a second one. So for someone that says, oh, I was just sitting around and I thought I'd get it together, the amount of things you get together, it truly is inspiring, and I absolutely mean that 100%. And keep inspiring, and keep, everyone now can find from this group anyway, can find your channel, and I'll put your link to your website and everything in there if people want to find that as well. And what have you, I guess, I don't know, gigs or the next things you said, you're working on the new album. Any gigs coming up?
Yeah, the new album, the next gig it's not quite a gig. I'm hosting what they call a jam session at a place called the TAM, which is the Temple of Arts and Music in Elephant and Castle. Tonight they're having their 5th anniversary. And so the 5th anniversary there tonight, there's a party going on there tonight. That's in Elephant Castle, the place called the TAM. And on the 27th of September, I'll be hosting the jam session about once a month there. So I'll have my trio. We'll open up the jam session, and then just anyone who wants to come down. It's not just blues, but mostly that kind of genre.
Okay.
Come down, bring your instrument and jam as well.
All right, fantastic. Just goodness, that's quite a quick edit back into your song. But let's play it out with that. And presenter as well. Just all round accomplished person. Thank you so much, and see you. Hopefully, see you this year at some point. I know you got.
Exactly. Hello,
I saw you right here. Thank you so much. All right.
Thanks, Anna.
Yeah. All the best. Bye.